What's up, family? This is your local OG motherfucking Juggalo here. And I like to talk about a few things real quick. I ain't really talk about it because other people's talked about it, but I like to put my 2 cents on the shit, I guess you could say. Give me fucking half a second. But I like to talk about the homie that, brought the camera in and da da da. About the whole Twiztid shit in general. So, dude brings in the camera, asks him about Twiztid, da da da. Or asked Twiztid a few things about the march, and Twiztid pretty much said what they have before about how it was all bullshit, blah blah blah, yada yada yada, etc. etc. Well, either way, I was watching YouTube videos and I ran into this from DC Fago guy. But I don't think he played any sound clips. I'm pretty sure he didn't because I had to go watch uh fucking CPN's fat ass or whatever. Now the funny thing about that is, for one, he disabled the comments. I wonder why. But for two, I asked him, did he actually see the whole video? I had to actually go on a different video and ask him this because he disabled comments on said video I was talking about. But I was wondering if he ever heard the full fucking thing, and I never got an answer for that. So apparently he didn't. He's just running on speculation from CPN, of course, because Lord knows CPN doesn't take nothing out of context. Lord knows no one had to call him and correct him on shit. That never happened, right? But either way, so I go on his page, I watch it. And what's funny about that? It wasn't like, oh well, can I? Do you got it? Do you got the full video of this or that? I would like to listen to it just to see exactly what went down. Because honestly, they could have been clowning with them. If you'd have heard like maybe the first 5 minutes, maybe you would have said, hey, they're possibly clowning. Whatever. I don't know. I don't really care. I don't like Twiztid. So I'm not really taking up for them. I just find it funny that certain people try to get all this evidence off certain people's content, but when it comes to certain other people's content, it's like, man, you did a great job, bro. You did a great job. I'm going to ignore the fact that someone had to call you and set you straight because all the fucking lies you said. But besides that, you did a spectacular fucking job, bro. Spectacular. Right? Lick that. Lick that ball sack. Right? Wouldn't want to lose any subs, huh? Wouldn't want to be like OG Juggalo and lose 5 subs. Can't have that. No. Cause we're trying to make some money off that shit, ain't you? Ain't you? But moving along, so then Isham dropped something. Because I guess, which it was confirmed because they went on breakfast and brunch, or whatever the fuck they call it, brunch and bacon brunch, or whatever. They pretty much admitted everything that was said on the video was true, and they don't give a fuck what anybody thinks about it. Fuck you, for the most part. And then they go on talking about supervillain video, how Jay was homophobe. Well, Jay already admits this, doesn't he? I'm pretty sure he does. I've heard him say it on stage a few times, and in his book, I think he talks about it because of the kids that was trying to fuck with him and shit or whatever. That whole fucking chestnut. So that's really nothing fucking new. But so if Isham was trying to do it to put damning evidence on Joe, he just damned himself because he's part of the song too, just kind of like he said with Twiztid. Twiztid wants to talk shit. Well, you was part of the song too, so what's that say about you? It says the same shit you're trying to talk. Same thing goes for Isham. So if Isham ever used that video or whatever, like dude's Chuck says, which I ain't seen that. I ain't been able to see that radio interview, to be honest, where he put the video up. But or the song. But either way, it don't look good on him either. I don't think people fully think things out. But either way, moving along, the funny thing about that is when he's talking about how Isham talked about how they did him dirty Da da da. He was all for that. Chuck Reed was all for that shit, and CPN was all against that. And CPN was against that before they met. This was back in the day. But Chuck Reed was all for it, saying all it's honesty or whatever. It's just whatever. And then when this shit comes out, what he said about Twiztid, about how Twiztid was there, they was in the studio, this part was done by Twiztid, this part, da da da, blah blah blah, fuck Twiztid. Now he's like, well, I don't even know if I could trust Esham because he might have been on drugs that night. How do we know who was in the room with Esham? Chuck, really, dude? Come the fuck on, dude. How do we know he wasn't on drugs when he was talking about the shit of fucking about Joe Bruce then? Oh, because he's talking shit about Joe Bruce. So you'll just fucking run with that shit, won't you? You will just run with that shit. Hoorah, motherfucker, right? But when it comes to Twiztid, it's like, oh no, we're gonna have to fucking in a court of law, he wouldn't be considered liable, right? Funny how that one works out. And the funny thing is, the flip coin is that CPN done the same thing, just a little bit different. But it's pretty much the same thing. Back then, he was talking about how he made a whole fucking long video about how fucking Esham was lying about this, that, or another. And now all of a sudden, Esham's a saint. It goes both fucking ways. Is he a liar or is he a saint? Which one is it? Do we even know anymore? Or do we just put shit out that's fucking bullshit, right? Yeah. That's what I thought. But yeah, so Esham called him out on it, and that was kind of funny. And a bunch of people's been putting out. It's been more than 2 pieces of paperwork, Chuck. You might want to go relook on their pages. There's quite a bit of paperwork out there on that shit. Hell, there's a whole book of it. They wrote a book about it. And not they as an ICP, somebody else, a third party, wrote a book about it. So let's keep on acting retarded, shall we? Much clown love and all, but come on, man. Come on. Twiztid's getting called up, period. But I guess that's about it, man, because I mean, me personally, it's what I've already said about Twiztid. Twiztid ain't never gave a shit about you, never gave a shit about me, the family shit they talked about, they never gave a shit about it. It was all fucking money to them. All money. Because if it wasn't, then they would have been showed up at the march. They easily got the money to make it there. All they're doing is showing support for the family, right? Even if they don't agree with it all the time, maybe just show support. Nah. They ain't making money off of it. Their merchandise shows that they're greedy as fuck. They gonna charge you $25 for this same fucking t-shirt. Made by the same people and everything. With the same fucking cotton. The same cow. Everything. Everything pretty much the same. But they want $5 extra because it's got Twiztid slapped on it. Think about that. Which, whatever, $5 extra ain't really shit. But at the same time, can't call ICP greedy when their merchandise is cheaper. Just saying. That's like the whole saying, look at the fucking kettle calling the pot black. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's about it, man. I just found it funny that certain people want to sit there and want all this fucking information, these fucking files and these fucking links and this and that to make sure everything was right on point, that nothing was taken out of context. Unless you talk to his favorite idol, Tech Nine, and then everything's cool. You say whatever fuck you want, right? But it is what it is. America likes making dumb people famous, right? Look at the Catch Me Outside girl. Chewbacca woman. Guess juggalos do the same shit. But that's about it. Much clown love. Whoop whoop.